Hello, Scorpio, and welcome back to the shared space on YouTube I call Natural Connection with a Shaman. So, this reading is for, I'm your host, Shaman Odin Greywolf. Thank you very much. This reading is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sidereal, or Western, depending on what resonates for you. If you resonate with Scorpio, then this reading is for you. So, Scorpio, I have a message for you from Divine Masculine Oracle, okay? It's from Osiris. I'm not sure if you're into Egypt mythology, but Osiris has something for you. Osiris says, when you feel lost, self-discovery will lead you to be enchanted with life once more. Rejuvenation is found in the fertile soil left exposed amongst the vestiges of the last season. So, what Osiris is getting to is to not care about the opinions of others. It's saying that you're up for a regeneration period. So that means that something is going to die within you and you are going to be reborn anew. This is a second chance at life. Second chance for you to actually live the way you want to. It says here, ponder who you are and what you want. Answers will come. So no more asking yourself, what can I be for everyone, or what should I do for a society or a whole? It's time to bring the focus back to you. What can we do to help Scorpio? No more wondering what people think. So do as thou wilt, Scorpio. Blank slate is being offered to you to do as you please. It's time for you to break the molds that you have been holding yourself hostage to. You may have felt like you had to be like a specific role. You may feel like your same character, right, is something that has to continue. But what's really going on is it's time to let go of the character that you're playing and open up to new things. Think about the shit that you want to do, okay? Not what you are up to this point, because that is about to change. All right, Scorpio. Let's see. I'm going to pull some traditional tarot. I'm going to work with Angel Tarot, Archangel Tarot, and Biblical Tarot on top of the Standard Tarot with a couple messages just to open the depth into your reading. We've got Nine of Pentacles shooting out at the gate. Nine of Pentacles and Four of Wands. So you're about to feel very independent, or you are already here. All you're looking for is that 10th pentacle, right? And someone to share it with, the 11th card, Four of Wands. New celebrations are coming up and they are well deserved. This comes in after a period of introspection that brought some light, and you might be taking a flight somewhere. You are definitely going to hear news soon, Scorpio, and it has to deal with your financial situation. You may have been saving up for a specific occasion, and this is the time. You've probably held things in for quite a while, and the flight, you're able to take flight somewhere. Let's see what else we got for Scorpio. Ace of Swords, so I guess everything that came out was true. Four of Pentacles. Ace of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Truth comes, you build up a savings, and you start reevaluating your financial situation. Okay, I'm starting to see a little different of a story here. Let's continue. Yes, it's the Hangman. So you definitely have to see something from a different point of view. There's this honest and direct message that's got to come in. And it could be coming from spirit to you about saving up. See what's working and reevaluate your financial situation and try to look at something from a different point of view, Scorpio. Okay. An opportunity left you feeling you might have offered some kind of gesture romantically to somebody and you feel like you weren't heard or like out in the cold on this. Let's see what's coming up. Okay. This time you have to be a little more authoritative in your message that you're delivering. And make an offer from your true self. Now that all the cards are on the table, you're carrying a lot of weight on your shoulders. You're putting up with a lot of people's negative input. If you look back at the beginning of this reading, you'll see that you're already on top of your own game. There is a celebration due. You might have to do a little more inside looking, internal looking to see the light of the situation. But either way, news is coming in fast and you can trust it. So hold on to what you have for now. Reevaluate what you've been putting your efforts into and try to see a new point of view, spiritual point of view, from an offer that was given to you. You either made an offer to somebody, like a flirt or a romantic gesture, but it was very small, or somebody did this, like gave you a very small romantic gesture. And either way, you're not feeling it, right? You're feeling like out of the loop in this situation. So it's time for you to speak up. Deepen your gesture or ask them to deepen their gesture in this situation and take some of the stress off. All right, let's see what we got from the Archangel Tarot. What do we got here for Scorpio with this Seven of Raphael? Time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. It's a need for detoxification. Okay, Scorpio, this is starting to make a little more sense. Okay. We've got the Star card, and we've got Page of Ariel, a dream come true. It's time for you to believe in yourself because you are at the end of some difficult situation. So you do have to reevaluate your situation. This is an excellent opportunity that will be offered to you. Scholarships for the pursuits of education. Time to get to work. So, Scorpio, whether or not you're going back to school or whether or not you're pursuing education, whatever's coming up is literally a big deal for you. And you're going to be very financially independent on this. And this is where you can create your own stable ground, right? From your own internal light. Expect news very fast from this information. Like really quick, okay? Let's see what we got in your next row. Oh, dude, chill out. Okay. Whatever that was, that might have been a cross watcher of Scorpios. They may not want you to move on, man. Fuck that. Do it anyways. Do it with spite now. Okay, Archangel Michael, Ace of Swords, Three of Michael. Release the past. You will grow from this situation. There is somebody that you have to let go of, and time will heal this wound. Ace of Gabriel, a gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration. The chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. So, if you're not keeping up with it so far, Scorpio, this is what you needed to see and find a different point of view on. Three of Raphael, reasons to celebrate. Again, more celebration in your reading. A community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. So maybe one of your children is going to get some scholarship or some good news. Whatever it is, you're going to have to cut some negative people out of your life. Okay? That's this reevaluation that we got earlier in the read. Okay, what more for Scorpio? Seven of Ariel. This opportunity that was either given or that you tried to give, you have invested wisely. Have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for the next endeavor. Okay, so here we go. That offer that was made, you offered somebody your cup of love, right? And you don't think that they heard you, right? Because you feel out in the cold, Five of Pentacles. But it wasn't. It was a good investment. Okay, just have some patience. Take your time. They heard you. And let's see what's next. Justice is on the way. Archangel Raguel. Fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor. Don't give up. So with this King of Swords, you may have to state it again. Have a little patience, but state it with authority this time. Say, hey, this is what I wanted to hear. Okay, because it will be in your favor. Don't give up just yet. And we have 15, a decision. Release yourself from that which holds you back. A need to detox. Again, here we go with the detox. Unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. So, this nostalgic feeling that you've got inside, it's making you have a little bit of lack in confidence. I would say like buck up, like, um, remember who you are. And you might be dealing with somebody who's either dense, like kind of not all there, aloof, or just a goofball, or they didn't understand what you said. So the investment is wise and it is a fair decision. It is the same thing. Whether this is a job, it says Ace or Page of Cups. So I'm just assuming this is a romantic offer you made and you feel unheard, right? Nothing tangible came out of it. You felt like you're like embarrassed. Five of Pentacles. You're not going to be embarrassed. You just have to speak up. I don't think this person quite heard you. And the overall energy of this is Ace of Raphael, Ace of Cups. So this is a really big love for you. A positive, new emotional experience. Fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insight. So that's your overall. It's like a bonus card that came out over here. And here we go with the Hangman again. Only this time I always see the Hangman inverted as the happy, like another happy card. There's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. But this was upside down. So this insight is going to make you see things. You're going to see. In the beginning, we had Hangman normal. Now we have it reversed. You take a little bit of time, have a little bit of patience, speak up, boom, you get the insight you were looking for. Okay, so let's pull some biblical tarot. These are always fun. Whoa, right off the bat, Nine of Candles. In all this, Job did not sin by charging God with wrongdoing. So what I'm seeing here is like nine of wands is like a wounded feeling, right? And we see that earlier in your read. So you might have felt a little, remember your confidence, right? There was no harm in what you did. There was no harm. And the person, just in case, what if it is a person, there's no harm on this person's part either. It's just a simple misunderstanding. Like I said, I don't think they heard you. The World card. This is it for you, Scorpio. You may be traveling at long distance, but this is definitely your complete and happiness. Feeling completely integrated in the world, feeling whole and complete, a whole new world, new New kind of mentality that was in the beginning as well. You got to see something, have this death with the Osiris card, and do what you want. Okay, next. Aw, 10 of Cups. This is a true and fulfilling love for you, Scorpio. 10 of Cups. Let's read this. He will be a joy and delight to you. Ooh. And many will rejoice because of this birth. So, you might be starting a family with this person. You may get pregnant if that's what you want. If you can. I'm not saying that's what it has to be. It's just on the card. This means a total and fulfilled emotional completion. Like happy family, happy life, all the bells and whistles, enjoyment, larger than life love on all levels. Knight of Feathers again. At once he began to preach in the synagogues that Jesus is the Son of God. Paul the Apostle. I'm not very, I don't know what to say with that. At once he began to preach in the synagogues. This may be something to like, you both are going to celebrate publicly. That makes sense. You might celebrate publicly with this romantic relationship. Maybe you're both like streamers, or you're both like podcasters or something of that manner. But that kind of makes you a little nervous. Hang on. I see you're trying to take all the cards out of my hands, Scorpio. No, just kidding. You know how they say everything is significant in a tarot reading, right? Well, me losing control of the cards and I'm sliding behind my chair, that could be energetic with you. Be like, hey, shh, you're spilling too much of the beans, right? And that's when the nine of swords come out. You get a little worried. Truth comes out. I mean, what can you do? I don't know what's going on in your life. I'm just reading cards. Then Peter remembered the word Jesus had spoken. Before the rooster crows, you will disown me 3 times. And he went outside and wept bitterly. You may have felt betrayed by this person. You may have felt like that they did not. Here we go again. You feel like this person didn't see your message, right? Or if it was a message, maybe that's significant. You feel that maybe this person didn't hear your sincerity, right? Well, that's because you only gave a page of cups to this person. And if there's somebody that is in the spotlight, they probably get page of cups flirtation offers from like all kinds of people, to where they might have just put mute on it. Like, yeah, okay. So take that into consideration. Don't feel like you were let down or rejected. Here we go. There's healing involved in this situation. Queen of Cups. I prayed for this child, and the Lord has granted me what I asked of him. So now I will give to the Lord. For his whole life, he will be given over to the Lord. So this is something that you've prayed for, right? This connection, this love, this opportunity, this emotional satisfaction, this whatever, right? Whatever that you felt disowned about. It's not the case. You've seen in the read so far. I don't have to spell it out that much for you. Let's go on now. Oh, wow. High Priestess. Ooh, do you believe in magic? Na, 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 na. So, this reminds me of the Gospels of Mary Magdalene. Now, in the Gospels of Mary Magdalene, she talks about tapping into, her and Jesus were they were romantic partners. He loved her, she loved him, they were lovers, right? So in the Gospels of Mary Magdalene, she talks about going into a cave after Jesus' death and meditating to reach him etherically, right? They were well aware. Dude, you should study the Gospels of Mary Magdalene. It's like, it's actual truth. Because, like, if you've ever had transcendental meditation or if you've ever had a psychedelic experience, you've gone beyond like our normal, what normal is reality, and you've seen the higher dimensions. You understand that you can telepathically talk. You can hold your twin. I don't like that word, twin flame. You can hold your true soul love, 5-dimensional love, in astral form in meditation. So this card, the High Priestess, the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, is telling me that you should meditate to try to communicate with this person. I'll bet you they've heard your voice the last times. You've done this multiple times. You know how to meditate and communicate into their mind telepathically. Do it. Okay, and here we go. 10 of Candles. Why did I ever come out of the womb to see trouble and sorrow and to end my days in shame? Your person's got a lot on their shoulders, because this is the second time this has come up too. How many? King of Swords. Where was it? It must be in the middle somewhere. 10 of Wands. Your person is carrying a heavy load on their shoulders. So you're going to have to reach out, or, like I said, telepathically connect to them, or make it a little more clear. They're just under the pressure. 8 of Grains. Yes, they're working on something very, very detail oriented. So Bezalel, Oholiab, and every skilled person to whom the Lord has given skill and ability to know how to carry out all the work of constructing the sanctuary are to do the work just as the Lord has commanded. So this person's out got a lot of work. They're under the gun. That's why you're going to have to be very direct. You're probably under the gun too, right? But imagine how hard you're working and think this person must be a little heavy burden themselves because they didn't hear you, or they might have been adding math up in their mind. Like, well, if I construct two 2x4s and I wedge them in together and I use a dowel instead of a this and that and that, when you said the message, and then they're like, huh? Did I just hear that? Anyway, so if we use a miter cut and we put it in, blah, 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 right? This person's hard at work. Get to it. Sing them a song, serenade them, whatever. Make it make it obvious to them. They're a workaholic. Let's get you some messages. What do we have for Scorpio? Eagle vision. See the future and seize this opportunity. I told you you're going to be taking flight somewhere. You're going to take a flight to the, let's see, where? You're going to know. The divine is going to show your heart where to go, and you're going to take a trip there. Okay. Hello. That is one too many. Angel of joy. There's a lot of happiness in this. Embrace the joy and happiness in this connection. Guardian of the light. Embrace the light and dispel shadows. So this person might be, you or both of you might be holding a little fear, right? So the light's going to have to be shed on this situation. Shadow dancers, embrace the wisdom. Here we go with that hermit card again. Show your inner light, like, show some depth. Here we go. You only given a little shot glass to somebody. You want to have the full cup, right? Show them that your heart is on fire for them. Be genuine. Ignite your passion and creativity. Blazing heart. Be an open vessel. Use your voice of the ancients. Listen to the voices from ancient. Listen to your internal guidance and your heart. We've got here divine guide, and use your voice to voice what you want from this person. Let's get you some angelic numbers. 111. So far in this reading, we've went 444, 333, 333, 222. Now we're doing 111. And 999, completion. If you follow the recipe that this reading has given you, you will be able to release what no longer serves you and prepare to embark on a new chapter filled with opportunities, Scorpio. Okay, be authentic, be yourself, pursue your passions, and show your authentic self. Don't pay attention to what others are thinking of you. Again, Osiris just still talking to you, the divine masculine. Don't worry. Don't think about other people's opinions. Who cares? I saw that in the back of the reading. You're a little nervous when I mentioned that you're both maybe streamers or podcasters or something in that nature. You must have the public eye on you in some way. But this is your start over. This is your start over, Scorpio. You are presented with the opportunity for a fresh start and new beginnings. Release the regrets and embrace the present moment with openness and optimism. So, Scorpio, that is your 444. Here's manifesting your dreams. You have the power to make things happen. It is time for you to take action with faith and confidence, knowing that your angels are guiding and supporting you every step of the way. So you've manifested this. Good job. All right, Scorpio, that's what I have for you today. If this reading was helpful to you, please hit the like button. If you're a new viewer, subscribe to help the channel's growth. Hit the notification bell so that you're notified anytime new readings come up. And share this video with other Scorpios if you find it might help. So that's what I have for you. Thank you for your time, and I will see you next time. Take care.